Hello and welcome back everyone to BSL 17 winners bracket round of 8. Yeah, I'm Machine. Joining with me is my good buddy 80s Mullet here, and we've got to witness some greatness so far from some of the best players outside of Korea. It's been a big day, folks. It's been Bonyth, it's been Sziky, it's been DeWalt, QiaoGeGe, Epic Games, and to top it all off here, our final series of the day going to be XiaoShuai facing off against the North American Zerg cRoSs in an incredible ZZZ. So I'm hyped, folks.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I want to see it.
XiaoShuai kind of making a splash for himself in the last couple BSL seasons, known for having just top tier muta control. And then cRoSs, obviously, probably the best. It's kind of tough between cRoSs and Hawk, but either way, one of the best North American Zergs you could ever possibly play against, man. This guy has been incredible and definitely been shaking stuff up in the last few seasons of BSL as well. So, yeah, man, this is going to be a pretty hype match, and one I'm not sure which way this one's going to go, honestly.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask, like, who do you reckon the favorite is between the two? And
I don't know, man. I guess XiaoShuai just based on previous BSL placement, but cRoSs is a player that I feel like is terminally underrated. You know, like he's really had some big showings and taken out some top tier players like, Boa and other, Gypsy, other top tier, strong North American players. So he's definitely going to be a threat here for XiaoShuai. That being said, though, XiaoShuai, man, like he is at the pinnacle of Chinese competition here in the BSL. As you can see, he's literally been the Asia champion once before, taken 4th place in the last 2 seasons of BSL. So anytime you're facing, you're getting into a top 4 situation, that means you've been a threat here for some of the best players. So yeah, looks like map 1, folks, going to be Polypoid. Great map for Zerg vs Zerg in particular, and with that, both of our players are ready to go. So let's jump into game number 1 of cRoSs versus XiaoShuai. And spawning, bottom left of Polypoid, spawning as the yellow Zerg, we have XiaoShuai.
in the top left corner, as the blue Zerg, we got cRoSs.
Right on. I gotta say something. cRoSs immediately doing something I don't care for, which is scouting the wrong way ZVZ. It irks me, man. It tilts me. I know it's a mind game, but normally Zerg always wants to scout with their Overlord to where your opponent's natural could be, right? And if cRoSs had done that this game, he would have had first scout. Yeah, it would have paid off for him. But Zergs do this when they're trying to do something very tricky, whether it's like a 9 pull speed or a 12, like a completely risky 12 hatchery expo, and you're hoping not to get scouted properly. Like, that's the time to do it. But so we'll have to see what cRoSs has in store here for XiaoShuai, and it is a 12 hatch.
They're gonna meet up at 3 o'clock, right? The Overlords. So
yep.
XiaoShuai will think that their cross map essentially. I'm guessing, right? And that's the reason for it.
I think once you see that Overlord there, just based on how slow Overlords are, that he has to be top left. He'll just basically realize, oh, my opponent scouted the wrong way. Like, actually, he's not. XiaoShuai is not going 9 pull. So actually, I think cRoSs has an advantage here just based on build orders so far. That earlier hatchery is a big deal here in ZVZ. And yeah, we even see cRoSs scouted got to 12 o'clock with the Overlord, recognized that no Overlord was coming from top right, and knows that his opponent can't be there. So he's already positioning the Overlord to scout bottom right instead. So very, very high-level play here from both players. Ooh, it's speed. It's going to be speed first from XiaoShuai, so he's looking to turn on the pressure here early. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he will eventually. Scouting out with a single Zergling is XiaoShuai. Right now, he can't know what his opponent's doing, so doesn't really know what he's up against here. Now, I gotta say, the Overlord scouting from cRoSs has thrown off XiaoShuai. We're seeing his second Overlord go towards the top right. He's already just basically assumed that cRoSs must have scouted the proper way with his first Overlord, which we know he didn't. And he's going to be really thrown off here.
There's so much going on without them even like seeing each other up until now. It's insane.
There really
this
is.
Overlord movement. Yeah. It's wild, man.
It's super wild. Oh, speed's finished.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, somehow
Looks like an okay trade,
cRoSs got a better trade out of that. He had less lings.
One link does make it in though. Some valuable scouting information.
It's
Some
going to
pressure on the
see
probes.
such a fast layer here from cRoSs. So he knows he's got a faster Spire. Does XiaoShuai. Somehow, even with the 12 hatch, looks like the... Oh, never mind. cRoSs has a 1 drone advantage, looks like. That's pretty big in this matchup. Ooh. 2 Lings gonna run in for XiaoShuai, trying to pick off a quick drone, unable to do so.
Oh, are they gonna get it in?
They definitely are gonna get in.
Oh, he got in.
Still though, this is a big commitment. You never really want to like lose a lot of Zerglings in this matchup. Still though, 1 drone already down, looking to grab another one. 2 drones down. That's pretty big. That really hurts in this matchup. Yeah, we're seeing a 4 drone lead, even with the extractor at the natural here for cRoSs. So I think he's done some serious damage here to XiaoShuai.
Yeah, that's pretty significant. And the Spire's about to be finished too.
Yep, absolutely. Spire's just about to finish up as well. Both players trying to run away with those scouting Overlords, trying to keep them alive a little bit. Oh no, XiaoShuai gonna get a couple Zerglings in though. This could be big time damage here. Oh, nice job though. Is able to kind of retreat back with the Zerglings and kind of keep that drone alive for now. So, wow, not even able to pick up a drone kill is XiaoShuai. But here we go. Counter ling timing. 2, 3 drones about to fall here. Oh no,
it got out.
I jinxed it.
A great escape. Maybe we'll get another one though. That's it.
He might. Good control though from both players here. Zerglings at the natural, still doing some harass damage, but cRoSs is able to kind of consolidate his forces finally, fix his mining, and he's still in a very strong position, I'd say. I think XiaoShuai is doing a great job with these small groups of just a few Zerglings, though, just trying to run in, do some eco damage, grab a drone or 2, but still, though, cRoSs doing a good job denying it.
Yeah, he also bought himself some valuable time in order to get his own Mutalisks out by some of the links in, but this is a significant amount of mutas from cRoSs.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like XiaoShuai luring those mutas away. Oh wow, 2 Mutalisks were already scourged here from cRoSs. That's big. I mean, that's very significant damage here. 1 scourge trading per muta is just the most efficient way you can do it. cRoSs deciding to just pounce on these mutas that are out of position here of XiaoShuai. This could honestly be it. Ling timing at the natural, though, picking off a couple more drones of cRoSs, but cRoSs just doing a great job being diligent, staying on top of this mutaflock of XiaoShuai. I think he realizes he could possibly close the game out right here. Yup, big damage.
Oh.
Scourge coming in from XiaoShuai, but it might not be enough here, folks.
Oh, they do connect though.
They do connect, so it's about as good as it could have gone there for XiaoShuai. But cRoSs just dominating. That's 8 muta. As long as he controls this right, there's just should be no coming back here from XiaoShuai.
So making Scourge at this stage, is that, would you call that like a desperation move? In order
to... I kind of would. I mean, he almost needs to trade super efficiently, right? To where he's scourging single mutas. Because, you know, you're trading like 25 minerals, 75 gas for 100 minerals, 100 gas. But it's also a Hail Mary. Like, a player the level of cRoSs, not going to let you connect with those Scourge. And here we go. He's just going to eat this. Bam! Man, look at that control. And GG called there from XiaoShuai. cRoSs taking an early 1-0 lead. I gotta say, that's a little unexpected. I'm sure a lot of you in chat are feeling just like me right now. Like, I can't believe that cRoSs is actually going to be the one taking an early 1-0 lead in this series. Man, incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, he, you know, did some shenanigans with the wrong way Overlord Scout to kind of kick things off, but ended up paying off for him. So gotta say, man, at least cRoSs came with a game plan, and you know, it's starting off pretty well for him here in this best of 5 series.
I'm curious though. You said you don't like the wrong way Overlord scouting. Why is that?
It just feels like it feels risky, and to be honest with you, dude, I lose to it a lot. So, you know, I just want to like complain about it more than anything, and just say that I do things the right way. So,
right.
Yeah, it's more that than anything else. But I mean, clearly, it's got some strengths. It's got reasoning, and it works out pretty well. But I just like to think that I'm better, you know. So
yeah. It's the right mindset.
Oh man, look at that, man. cRoSs with the 1-0 lead against XiaoShuai. XiaoShuai, man, like, and I mean, that is his strength, is his muta control. So if you're taking out a player like XiaoShuai, ZVZ, I mean, it's just, it shows what a high level player cRoSs, you know, constantly plays at, honestly. So. With that, folks, looks like both of our players are ready to get into the next match here. Let's go for Game 2, cRoSs versus XiaoShuai on Neo Dark Origin. And spawning top left as the olive green Zerg from China, we have XiaoShuai.
In the bottom right, we got the blue Zerg from North America. cRoSs.
America.
He's Canadian or something, right? So I guess that doesn't...
Yeah, but he's also cRoSs, so we like adopt him.
Oh, right.
Like
right. Like all Canadians.
Counts as American. Only the good Canadians, you know?
Only the good ones.
Oh, man. Kinda curious to see how this one's gonna be switched up here. We already see an Overlord out of both our players, so I don't think it's gonna be any kind of 9 pool, obviously. But we'll have to wait and see. This is a 2-player map with quite a big distance from natural to natural, so I have seen things like a 12 hatch ZVZ on this map, although it is a little unusual. Ooh, I love it. XiaoShuai going for an overgas. Pretty popular build. Yeah, basically, it's a great build, man, for ZVZ. What you do is you get this extremely early Vespian Geyser, followed by like a pool on 10 supply, and basically once you get this gas up this quickly, there's just no way that cRoSs is going to be able to keep up Vespian gas production. You can't play aggressive at all with the build, right? Like you're just getting layer, you're sitting
Yeah,
on your
you're just
ramp
banking
with
gas.
Yep, exactly. You just bank gas and then you just make more mutas than your opponent because they can never catch up on gas. So
So is
one of
this
my
like a new
favorite builds.
thing? Or is it has it
Uh,
always been around?
it's been around for a while, but I would say it's a less common build. You don't see a
Mm.
ton of Zergs other than like these high level players really mix it a lot. It's definitely not something you see on ladder very often.
Mm.
But it is so strong and one of my personal favorite builds in ZVZ.
I see. Yeah, I was gonna say I never heard of overgas up until now actually, but I also don't know a ton about ZVZ, so you know.
Yeah, it's I mean it's a specialty matchup for sure. It's much like the other mirror matchups, TVT, PvP, there are
Mm.
just some wonky builds that only work in this matchup in particular,
Yeah.
So, and Overgas happens to absolutely be one of those things.
Mm.
So yeah, he's getting 4 lings early on. It's kind of the telltale side of Overgas, really optimizing that mining. We're seeing both players have even drone count right up until that second hatchery was made. Still though, if you had to pick a build that is good against Overgas, 12 hatchery at the expansion is definitely one of them. I feel
So
like
they should be pretty even from here on out. Is that what you're?
yeah, I think it should be. It's gonna depend on how these players react. Like cRoSs should probably just forego getting a super fast spire. Should just drone and take his own and go Evo chamber
Evo? Mm-hmm.
and spore up. But it looks like he wants to try to pressure the ramp. That is not easy to do in this matchup. Although they are
Yeah.
even on ling count because XiaoShuai is able to set up. It's very tough to break this ramp with slow Zerglings.
Oh yeah. The concave.
And I mean,
Even more
XiaoShuai
lanes
not
too.
even... Yeah, exactly. He's got even more lings. So there's no breaking up this now. Still though, cRoSs going Spire first. We're not seeing any Evo chamber. There's a chance that no spores even go down. We'll have to just wait and see, I guess. Oh, I lied.
Oh, there it is. The Evo chamber.
Yeah, you should just pump out like 4 more drones here, get a couple spores, and he'll be fine to deal with the Spire timing. XiaoShuai just now finishing up, also going Zergling speed, interesting enough, instead of trying to wait around for, and just make that additional muta. He's showing that he wants to pressure with some Zergling speed at the same time, so likely
Yeah,
going to wait for
to
these
get the
muta.
spores, right? Use the
Right.
links for that. Yeah.
Yep. I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's not always a given. Sometimes, Zerg won't pressure with lings and they'll just focus on getting their own natural up. But this is showing that XiaoShuai is pretty committed with his timing. First 3 muta are out. It's diving on one of these overlords here of cRoSs. This could be a supply block, or at least close to it.
Yeah, 30, 34.
Looks like mutas are in production here, but there might be a small window for XiaoShuai. He's scouted out the spore placement at the natural here, and yes, muta finally out on the map here for cRoSs. And dives in with the Scourge, kills off 2 mutas instantaneously. And look at the ling count here from XiaoShuai, just making short work of the remaining Zerglings here of cRoSs. Not even recognizing that there's a few more lings at the natural here. Spore goes down, but it looks like maybe cRoSs going to be able to hold here?
Yeah, it looks that way.
There are a few more Zerglings at the natural. Yeah, wow. I don't know what I was expecting there, but I thought XiaoShuai was doing some pretty significant damage, but actually cRoSs manages to hold.
So would you say that XiaoShuai is in trouble now? I mean, cRoSs is on 2 base, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in some serious trouble. There's not nearly much of a follow-up here. cRoSs does have 2 drone advantage and a second Vespian Geyser to play with, so I mean this is no joke. XiaoShuai, it seems like he's recognized his position. He wants to just constantly pressure. We're seeing more Zerglings moving out, more mutas moving across the map here, and it's time for round 2. Oh, good catch on the ramp though from cRoSs, and actually picking up a few drone kills though is XiaoShuai. 1 speedling making it into the main here of cRoSs, but Zergling's hot on the tail, going to be able to take that off, and it looks like cRoSs feeling comfortable enough to pressure. Some Scourge moving in here. Oh, wow, look at that control here from cRoSs, diving on the Mutaflock once again of XiaoShuai. Has the significant muta numbers here, simultaneously saving his own natural.
I think it's 10 total.
It's just too many. That's what it looks like. It's too many
muta.
It's a lot of muta. Oh man. XiaoShuai definitely in a bit of trouble here. It doesn't matter that he's just wrecked the eco of cRoSs because he persists, man. He's still here. He's got his second Vespian Geyser plugging away, and suddenly XiaoShuai definitely on the back foot. He needs some significant damage to stay in this one.
So if you were XiaoShuai in this scenario, what would you do?
I think you bait with your mutas and you try to lure cRoSs out onto the map, and then you counter link timing or something. I think that's one way to get into it. I mean, either that or you completely back up and try to hold a natural or a hidden base or something. That might be just as good of a way to get back in this. And the fact that we're seeing XiaoShuai kind of like hide his mutas on the map right here, mid-left and with the Zerglings, he's thinking counter. He's definitely thinking counter play. Oh, and we're even seeing 2 spores, so that's exactly what he has planned. He's hoping that cRoSs just commits with all of his muta, 2 spores hold the main, and at the same time, this Ling muta counter deals significant damage to cRoSs' own eco. But here we go. Ling's running in. Muta's getting some drone kills at the natural here for XiaoShuai. And it looks like XiaoShuai trying to just cancel or counter here. 8 drones now remaining though for cRoSs. That's pretty big damage. Even more Scourge out on the map here as well. Spores at least going to be scouted here. Actually, are not scouted. Wow, such great control here and awareness from cRoSs. Does not lose those 2 Scourge. I'd like to see a Spore at the natural here for cRoSs. He is in such a strong lead, right? Like, there's no way XiaoShuai wants to fight his muta ball head on. He would just lose. Oh, and there we go. We do see a Spore. Okay. Good call.
Is that in range for behind the minerals?
I don't think it is. I've never seen that Spore placement before, to be honest with you. But, oh, it's a sunken. Okay, well, that makes a little more sense. He's just worried about the Zergling counter, it seems. It looks like, though, I think those Scourge scouted that drone moving top right. So he's got to know. XiaoShuai looking to take another base here.
Yeah, he kind of has to, right? Like.
Oh man, I thought he was going to connect with some of those Scourge.
It's terrifying.
It is so terrifying, man.
He's trying to sneak a base though. The top right.
Oh, the top right?
Yeah.
I mean, good call. He's got to do something.
Yeah, I gotta do.
Oh, 3 Lings inside the main here. 3 more also running in as well. Wow, cRoSs, pretty good drone control, still loses 1 though.
Yeah. Seems like he's got like some value with the Lings. Oh, actually it's gonna give me more.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's 3 drones?
Yeah,
That
something
picked
like
off, I
that.
think it
2 or
was.
either at least 2.
Yeah.
But that's big, man. Every drone counts in this matchup. You know,
Hmm.
although cRoSs has had the second base for so long, you can see the eco is not really like great. He does have a second gas, but it's just 12 drones to the 15 of XiaoShuai.
Hmm.
Still though, look at all those Muta and look at all those Scourge.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I actually hit a Ling in his base.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you're right. Top right of the base.
Sneaky. Sneaky.
Could be looking probably for an opportune moment to counter. It's always annoying.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you see like DTs in Protoss versus Zerg, where if something else is going on and you let a DT go unnoticed, they can just clear a whole mineral line. It's kind of the
Mhm.
same thing here with one Ling ZVZ. I've lost plenty of game to one Zergling just chilling in the corner of my base like that.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
He's coming
here
in.
he goes.
He's coming in hot.
Oh, he's
See what he gets.
clicking. What's he gonna get? No,
1.
one down.
Oh.
Okay, he gets one at least. Ooh, Scourge making some connections though. Looks like spores are being built, but they're not quite in time. Huge Scourge connections though, out of cRoSs, and that's gonna shut this down. There's no way he's holding now. Still though, good control from XiaoShuai, trading as well as he can versus these Scourge. Okay.
Yeah, if those spores were just a little 11 kill Mutalisk. Holy shit.
An
Hero
11 kill
Mutalisk.
Mutalisk? Oh man. Final boss Muta.
It's a
that's
value
crazy.
Mutas.
There he is.
There
11
it is.
kills. Jeez. Is this Jadon? That's crazy.
Jadong the Mutalisk.
Yep.
This
Literally,
Jadong with
he's,
wings. Yeah.
yeah, he's reincarnated as a Mutalisk in a game.
That would suit him. I think it would.
Well, it looks like XiaoShuai going to adjust, trying to take his own natural at this point. I like how we're
My
14
mind
minutes.
is kind of blown, like how is holding on still, XiaoShuai, when it's like been one base essentially for this entire time.
The entire time, man. And I mean, with a drone count lead, after losing, you know, some pretty big fights as well, like there's just always that threat of a counter. Oh, hold that thought. Here we go. If he jumps on this could be big. You see immediately cRoSs trying to cut off these Mutalisks and going to be dealing some significant damage here. So he does get a few mutas for his efforts there. Might run in here. Oh, big connect. And it looks like it's counter time now for XiaoShuai. But it looks like cRoSs is expecting it.
Yeah, he split up. He split up his mutas.
This is such high level control here from both these players. Just constantly posturing, feinting counters. But man, cRoSs is just so good. There's just too many.
Transwaves control, yeah. It's too many. It's a little too many.
GG is called there from XiaoShuai, and wow, wouldn't you know it, man? cRoSs taking a 2-0 early lead in this series, in this best of 5, man. Against, I mean, one of, if not the strongest players inside China at the moment, man. Like, that's big news, man. cRoSs really turning some heads here.
Yeah, he's played amazingly, I want to say, so far in this series.
Yep, I mean, he's picked 2 pretty good builds. Actually, I guess he kind of went 12 hatch both games, but 12 hatch is strong, ZVZ, man. You gotta take advantage of it when you can. I mean, it is not easy to out macro XiaoShuai, who is just such a phenomenal Zerg, you know, but he just keeps getting the better of the trades every single time, you know. Man, he's playing out of his mind, and suddenly I mean, this is kind of a XiaoShuai's lifeline, right? If he loses this next game, he goes down into losers bracket, you know, to join Sziky and QiaoGeGe here. So he absolutely needs to try to turn this one around, or he could have a tough time trying to dig his way out of the loser bracket.
Do you reckon he's gonna stick to his guns, like this next game, or is he gonna try something fancy? I feel like
he's been sticking to his guns. Like both games, I feel like he played particularly normal, right? There was not really much of a risk, whereas you know, cRoSs has kind of been allowed to get away with the riskier opener being like a 12 hatch or whatever ZVZ. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 9-pool opener just to keep cRoSs, you know,
honest.
make him, yeah, keep him honest. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm expecting to personally see, but who knows, man? Like it could be anything at this point. Ooh, yeah. Apocalypse going to be the map that XiaoShuai chooses here. Great map, you know, 4 ZVZ, 3-player map. Both these guys should be able to scout each other fairly quickly, and I wouldn't expect too many shenanigans here. But yeah, with that, both of our players are ready to go, folks. So let's jump into game number 3, XiaoShuai versus cRoSs. And spawning 12 o'clock as the blue Zerg from China, it is XiaoShuai.
And at the 7 o'clock spawn, we got the white Zerg from Canada, cRoSs.
Man,
I thought it was
cRoSs
cRoSsy.
Yeah, I think I don't know. He'll go by.
Did he change it? Maybe he became Christian.
He maybe he became Christian. He's just a cRoSs now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's too funny. That's too good. Too funny, man.
Yeah,
maybe, man. He found
I'll
God.
have to ask him.
Now he's up 2-0.
You should whisper him right now. Ask.
Too funny. Well, it looks like it's going to be 9-pool out of both our players, so both players playing different at the moment. We didn't see this from either player so far, but still, 9-pool, such a common build in this matchup. You almost expect to see it in every single series at least once. So yeah, will not be a 12 hatch from cRoSs here. I'm kind of interested to see how he ends up following up, given that, you know, it's the first time we've kind of seen him open 9-pool this whole series.
Yeah, it does look like he's gonna have an advantage though, since he's getting the first scout with the Overlord.
Exactly. Yeah, he will get the first scout, and sometimes it pays the scout the right way, you know?
Yeah.
This is definitely
how much does it
games.
actually matter though? Like if he gets the first scout and they're mirroring each other's builds in ZVZ,
it's big.
Is it big?
It's huge, ZVZ. You know, especially if you go for something like a 12 hatch expand or if you 12 pool, because you're able to basically scout the amount of Zerglings being made versus the amount of drones and keep a drone advantage, which is, you know, you basically make like just 2 less lings than your opponent and always have 1 drone mining more. It can turn into a very big advantage very quickly. Ooh, we're seeing some pretty interesting play here from cRoSs. He might be... It looks like he wants to counter with 4 lings, or at least surround. He might be able to just completely surround XiaoShuai here with these additional Zerglings. That would be really big. And we also know that he has speed first. Oh, counter ling timing does get scouted though from XiaoShuai, and I think XiaoShuai was kind of caught droning. Yeah, cRoSs has more Zerglings here and will have the faster speed. This could be a big timing opportunity here for cRoSs.
Oh, the lings are in. Oh, it's 4 lings. Versus 4, I think.
Oh,
they're in the middle line. Oh, big battle.
Yeah, nice counter. Already it looks like at least 2 drones being taken out here. from XiaoShuai. XiaoShuai also not quite able to start his Spire at the same time. He's kind of caught in this awkward position where he has slow lings just stuck in the middle of the map.
Oh, there it is. There's the speed. Finally finished.
It does have speed. Also, XiaoShuai, I'm realizing, has the supply advantage at this point. It looks like cRoSs wanting to keep his Zerglings hidden out on the map for potential counters. Meanwhile, he's just going to make a sunken in his main and hope to hold. And it looks like XiaoShuai really going to have to be careful, right? There's no sunken in his own main, no Zerglings left at home. So something like a link counter could prove to be very deadly here from cRoSs.
It looks like he's anticipating it though. XiaoShuai?
Oh, you're right, he is.
Running back.
He does have lings running back, and it looks like just enough to prevent.
Yeah, it's exact amount that he needs.
Still though, it's always scary when you have speedlings like inside your main harassing your mineral line. If he's able to pick up one of these drones here, it could be big. Not able to do so though.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. I don't know if it's indecisiveness.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, I actually got it.
I mean, that's huge. That is so big in this matchup. Oh, he does bleed some free lings though. Maybe there's a counter timing possibility here for XiaoShuai. Looks like XiaoShuai trying to dive onto the mineral line, does get a drone. Still though, that's sunken, going to be able to clean these up. At least the drone count's even, I guess.
Yeah. There's the first Muto.
Ooh, Scourge.
XiaoShuai opting for Scourge.
It's all going to come down to the connects, man. cRoSs going to need some incredible Muta control to stay in this one. And I think XiaoShuai might know he has a window here. He's got to just dive straight into the main, jump on these Muta, and maybe he's got a shot.
So he needs the connections.
Here we go. It's all down to this. Oh, no reaction. Both Muta die. Oh, and on top of that, he's still inside this mineral line here, preventing more and more mining. I haven't seen a drone fall yet, but still, the damage has been done.
Really good drone control from cRoSs.
That was exactly what XiaoShuai needed to do to stay in this one.
Yeah.
Scourge coming in as well, and I mean, keep in mind, cRoSs doesn't have that magical 3 Muta count you need to be able to one-shot Scourge here, so he's really, I don't know. I don't know if he can actually hold against these Scourge anymore. More speedlings jumping inside the main. Drone goes down. That's huge. Oh, Scourge trying to hunt these larvae, these mutas from coming out. Ooh, one connects.
Oh, it survived.
He's got to kill the Scourge.
Oh.
No, connects both of them. Oh, that's so rough.
He's gonna. There's the 4 mutas.
XiaoShuai has this. Those are just 4 healthy mutas, 2 additional Scourge coming in. I don't think there's much that cRoSs can really do about this.
Oh, that's rough.
First Muta falls. Second Muta falls. Yeah, big damage here. A few Scourge coming in to kind of clean stuff up.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Oh, that's brutal.
It looks like XiaoShuai going to end up being able to take this game. Oh, nice connect though from cRoSs. If he's able to hit 1 Scourge on each of these, he might be able to clean this up, actually. Oh, no, not quite able to.
Yeah,
it was still pretty close.
Yeah.
GG is called there. And yeah, looks like XiaoShuai finally on the board. That was wild. I mean, it was so close, right? Like, it was down to the wire there, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, XiaoShuai takes his first win in this series at a pivotal moment, man. Like, I think cRoSs was pretty close there to just once again having an advantage, and having a clear sweep 3-0 in the series. So, you know, XiaoShuai basically buttoning everything up and pulling it together when it mattered most, and grabs a big win there against cRoSs.
I think you called it too. It was going to be a 9 pool.
Yeah, I mean, personally, as a Zerg that plays a lot of ZVZ, whenever your opponent's just throwing 12 hatch out there for ZVZ, it's like rage-inducing, man. Like, it's like you're just flipping coins, it feels like sometimes. So I like the adjustment. I wouldn't even be surprised if XiaoShuai, having seen how well that game went, you know, doesn't just opt to go 12 hatch once again, or 9 pull once again, I mean. So yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of mind games. He is still down in the series 1-2, so there's, you know, a lot of potential threats that cRoSs can still throw at him at this point. But still, that was a very well played game from XiaoShuai. It looks like Invader going to be our next map here, 4th map in this series. So yeah, well, looks like both of our players are ready to go, folks. Let's jump into game number 4, cRoSs versus XiaoShuai. And spawning top left side of Invader as the orange Zerg, it is XiaoShuai.
And in the bottom right, we got the teal Zerg, cRoSs. From Canada. I forgot to say that. From Canada.
From Canada. From Canada.
From
hey.
Canada.
Like to commentate ZVZ, eh? Want to go to Tim Hortons? Get some donuts and some coffee? I've actually never been to Tim Hortons. I've just heard so much about it.
What even is that?
It's like a it's more like a donut shop
Walmart?
from what I could tell.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I could be lying, but I just know they're known for their like coffee and donuts. Tim Hortons. It's like a breakfast thing or something.
It's like Dunkin' Donuts.
Basically. Yep. Except don't say that to a Canadian, they'll get offended, you know?
Oh, really?
It is not like Dunkin' Donuts. No. I think Dunkin' Donuts is not great. Personally, I don't think they do great coffee, or I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I've never had it in the US. I had it in the UK. I think it was Dunkin' Donuts. No, it was Krispy Kremes, I think.
Okay. Dude, speaking of international food done better, dude, I just went to Thailand, and I'll tell you what. Do you like KFC? Kentucky Fried Chicken?
It's alright. Yeah.
The KFC in Thailand, for whatever reason, it's the best KFC I've ever had, like, hands down. I was like,
I can tell you
away.
Why. Because they get the chickens, like, you know, they're like newly slaughtered chickens, probably. It's probably local chickens, right?
Yeah, it's not some like genetically modified, like steroided
yeah, like frozen
chicken.
and like yeah. They probably serve like actual chicken, you know. That might be it.
I think you're right.
Oh,
so I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. This is gonna be a 12 pull here to hold the natural from cRoSs. This could get very close and dicey. It's gonna come down to unit control here. Both our players. Ooh.
So 12 pull versus 9 pull, who's got the advantage? Like generally speaking?
If the control is perfect, it should be 12 pull, in my opinion. Like people would debate that, but I think 12 pull, slight advantage. Because it's kind of just built to withstand this and then have a faster expansion, basically. So it looks like XiaoShuai recognizing, speed likely about to kick online here for cRoSs, so he chooses to back up. However, we know, because we basically hack, because Zero's observing for us here, that it's actually a layer first build from cRoSs, so there will be no speed follow-up here. I think this is just the most optimal build you could ask for if you're cRoSs. So Spire timing will get scouted though from cRoSs. He's gonna have to pull that Overlord back if he wants to try to keep it alive here. Meanwhile, Overlord in the natural here for XiaoShuai, going to be scouting that drone count, keeping tabs on Zergling count as well. And yeah, if you're cRoSs, I feel like you're just feeling pretty good right now.
This from the build order advantage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's got the faster second hatchery, right? He's got the drone count lead now. You know, Ling count looks pretty good. The one disadvantage is his Spire is about, you know, halfway completed, whereas XiaoShuai's just completed. You know, he's probably going to lose this Overlord, and there is the threat of some type of counter pressure. We're actually even seeing Zerglings moving out now from XiaoShuai. So XiaoShuai going to try to get some damage done here at the natural of cRoSs.
cRoSs never got speed, right?
Right, yeah, he did not get speed. Neither did XiaoShuai.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit, I thought for sure.
Yeah, it's very unique. You don't see this very often. Oh man, he could get the hatchery though.
Gonna get it.
You gotta go, man. You gotta get in there. Oh, good drone surround though, doing a great job disrupting this Zergling movement. And actually, we're even seeing Mutas coming in here to the natural, couple Scourge grabbing, getting on top of it. And although, you know, there was some significant damage done, it looks like cRoSs going to hold. Oh, there's Muta in the back of the main here. cRoSs needs to find those Muta. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
And now, this is the beautiful thing about ZZZ. There is now no pressure on cRoSs to do anything. He already has the expansion. He's mining more gas than his opponent, guaranteed. He just has to withstand. He's just got to hold. XiaoShuai going to try to take his natural expansion now. I think he's realized where he's at in this game. There should likely not really be an opportunity for XiaoShuai to attack here, as long as cRoSs is staying up on his Mutalist production, trying to spend that gas as soon as he has it. Ooh, it would be big though if he grabbed another Overlord kill. Still, XiaoShuai just kind of sharking around with these Mutalisks, looking for anything, everything, trying to deny scouting, trying to look for hidden bases. Looks like cRoSs doing the same thing with a couple Scourge here. Ooh!
Oh. 2 for 1.
A little bit of an inefficient trade. Yeah, that's all right though.
Yeah, it's a Scourge.
Yeah, it's just a couple Scourge.
Is this Scourge or Scourge?
I think it's Scourge. Yeah.
Is it?
I think so. I don't know. I also got like a C in English, so.
Oh, it's better than a D.
I wouldn't trust me. That's true. It is better than your German, but only barely.
Only
this looks like this is a timing that cRoSs wants to go for here. This is 11 Muta and I think 6 Scourge, something like that. Yeah. So, oh man, this is deadly. This looks like this could be a big problem here for XiaoShuai. Oh! Picks up a free Scourge. Oh! Look at the control. Oh no! Drones. Got an Overlord on accident though, but still. Look at the control from cRoSs, man. And this is against one of the best Chinese Zergs of all time. Hard to believe.
It's kind of
XiaoShuai doesn't look like he thinks he could even engage. I think he knows he just doesn't have the unit count needed. cRoSs just staying on top of this block of Mutas here.
Oh, they're connecting.
Ooh.
Oh, there's
more Scourge coming in here. Man, he is so good. He is just so talented.
Holy moly.
Oh! And gets the Scourge on the way out. Oh man, incredible play here from cRoSs. GG
GG.
is called there from XiaoShuai. And it's going to be cRoSs moving on to the winner bracket side of this match to face off against the winner of Mihu and Zerg next. So, man, such good play there. And I got to say, unexpected, right? XiaoShuai, multiple time top 4 BSL champion. cRoSs not quite able to make that splash yet until now, man. And he's in the thick of it now, man. I gotta say, I've always been really impressed with his play. He's someone who I had the feeling like I knew he could go far, even in a top tier tournament with the best of the best foreigners like this. And man, he's definitely making a name for himself, and he's definitely turning some heads here.
Yeah, yeah. Would it be safe to say, I don't know, I don't know too much about ZVZ, like, personally, but would it be safe to say that cRoSs got away with a lot in those games? Since he got, like, the 12 hatch and whatever else?
I mean, but that's mirror matchups in general, right? Like, there's always going to be a winning build. There's always going to be someone getting an advantage. But what you can say is he at least changed up the way he did it quite a few different times, right? Like you were hearing me harp on how he didn't scout with his Overlord the proper way. Game 1, he went 9 pool on Apocalypse as well. So it's not like he was only showing one style of play. And honestly, what matters is he just had more units, right? There's one thing to get away with having a better build. There's a second thing to be able to way to be able to say is to be able to maintain it, which is easier said than done, especially against someone as skilled as XiaoShuai. So, man, he did phenomenal there. With that, XiaoShuai going to be moving down to the losers bracket round to face off against the loser of Mihu, Zerg. So definitely going to have a chance to redeem himself coming up here. But yeah, this is round of 8 bracket stage already underway, and we're seeing some incredible play from all these folks in BSL 17.
Yeah, we've seen some really good games, I want to say. Some really good games.
Yeah,
a lot of back and forth.
Very back and forth. The Sziky Bonyth series, man, that was back and forth. Like, I don't know. It was so cool.
You had a favorite game so far?
And I'd say in the round of 8 so far, I don't know, man. It's hard to argue Sziky Bonyth. It's just a matchup for the ages. I thought the DeWalt Scarab upgrade sniping the Nexus was pretty baller. Like, even what you just saw between XiaoShuai and cRoSs. cRoSs definitely had the biggest upset of the day, I'll tell you that. I don't think many folks were expecting him to come out on top, especially in 3-1, such a dominant fashion over XiaoShuai. So it's hard to pick a favorite, honestly. What about you, man?
I think it's probably DeWalt QiaoGeGe, actually. The Scarab game with the probe killing the Nexus.
Oh man, I forgot about that probe. How do you forget about that probe?
Which is surprising too, because it's usually not PvPs that are like the most exciting, but that was the most exciting game to me so far, anyway. Just me personally, anyway.
Yeah, it definitely was, man. And still, DeWalt 3-0, like such dominant fashion at the same time. So really, living up to his expectations here so far in the BSL. But yeah, with that, folks, those are going to be all of the games for today. Obviously, make sure you stay tuned. Tomorrow, we'll be having some more BSL round of 8 stages as well. But before we all take off, we got to thank all of our Patreon supporters and sponsors here for the BSL. Everyone who comes together to make this event happen, week after week. So yeah, at the Bombastic general level, $100 a month, I'd like to thank Star Lover and My Fleeting Dream. Thank you both. The Colonel level, $50 a month, I'd like to thank Striker, Believe in Zero, and Steve Schmidt. Thank you for your contributions. At the Major Plus level, $30 a month, we have Tim, Cause, Tupocalypse, and Nientech. Thank you, folks. And at the $20 a month level, we have Medinho, JC, Stephen Robertson, Mr. Cat, Suricata, ya boy, Voltina Bulai, On My Way, Gordon Bradley, KJ, Daniel Lopez, LML, and Quark. And yeah, that's not it. Thank you all, folks, for each and every single one of your contributions here. You know, any amount you want to, donate to the BSL keeps us, from being able to, or keeps us able to witness some of the best foreign StarCraft Broodwar has to offer. So, thank you each and every single person who has assisted us, with donations, and yeah, keep on giving, folks. With that, I think that's going to be it for today, folks. Once again, I'm Machine. Thank you, 80s, for filling in last minute, dude. It
Yeah.
was really cool commentating with you, bro. And I hope we get
Yeah,
to
that's
do it again
alright.
here soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
And
been fun, man.
obviously, thanks to Zero too for being the guy in the
Yeah, thanks for
background,
having.
making this all happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all tomorrow for some more BSL. Take it easy.